Hey there, Gemini, and welcome to your mid to end September 2021 tarot reading. I'm going to do something a little different this time. I'm going to do a spread, a 3-card spread. I'm calling it Step Back, Stay, Step Forward. It's just some options for you. The first card will reveal if you want to take a step back from a situation. I don't think that a step back is a bad thing. The card will kind of tell us and inform us whether it might be or not. But if you want to take a step back, that'll be the first card. If you want to stay where you're at, that'll be the middle card. That'll be, if you want to maintain the situation you got going for you, or if you want to maybe improve it as well, or keep that going, that's a possibility. And the last card will be if you want to step forward, move on from this situation, or what have you, whatever it may be. That'll be that option if you want to behave that way or such. So thank you for being here, Gemini. I appreciate it so much. We got to pop out to start things off with, we got 2 over there. All right, so we will take both of those. Means they came out together. But thank you for being here, Gemini. And we're going to see what we got here for your mid to end September reading. I hope this is going to resonate, and I hope this is going to click with you. All right, so we're starting off. I'll talk a bit more in depth with these cards because I will not be doing clarifiers for them. So I will be talking about each card individually in depth and the situation as a whole. So we're starting off. We've got the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess, the Five of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. So with the Knight of Cups and the High Priestess here, the High Priestess can be very much trusting your intuition. Very much in that case. It can also just be a card of, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, knowing that those things will lead you to where you want to be. We've also got the Knight of Cups here, which can be a Prince or Princess Charming. Someone like that. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's someone you're dealing with here. Maybe going back to them. Maybe that's a sort of thing. I really don't believe in going back to exes myself. I feel like they teach you the lesson they're supposed to teach you, and then they vamoose after that. But it can be a card of pursuing your dreams, right? And going after those things and really putting a focus in on those. So we're seeing that in the past here. As in the past, I have to get my head out of past, present, future, right? I do that so much in my readings. But if you want to take a step back, maybe taking a step back to kind of focus on your dreams and focus on that stuff and focus on those things that really, you should be focusing on deep down in your stomach, in your intuition, in your gut, your instincts. What they're telling you is to focus on, and it might be those things you really want out of your life, whether it's a dream career, dream job, dream lifestyle, dream whatever, right? It might be, taking that step back and really focusing on that thing, whatever that is for you. Of course, your guts and your instincts will kind of tell you that, of course. So that could be, that you want to take a step back. You could go that route. You can also, if you want to stay put, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and this is kind of where a step back or step forward might be best here, because the Five of Pentacles is kind of a card of feeling left out in the cold and feeling like you've been abandoned and left to your own devices, and not in a good way. Can be that kind of a card. So it might be saying maybe you need to kind of not focus on that if you want to maintain things, right? If you kind of maintain this everyone's abandoning me, everyone's leaving me, right? You maintain that focus, you're probably going to be stuck in a negative cycle here. And maybe that's something you really need to avoid, is to avoid feeling like you're stuck in that cycle, stuck like you are all alone. The Five of Pentacles can also represent that there is sanctuary there for you, right? These people are walking right past a church here, and you could ask for help. You could ask for sanctuary. It's there and it's available to you, and you can walk out of that. And that's maybe something that you've been kind of too focused on, is that there's help there. But you refuse to ask for it, right? And you're like, no, I'm going to prove them wrong. I don't need help, right? And that's kind of making you kind of suffer because of this, right? So that might be something for me, that would be get out of that, right? You need to get away from that because that is not a healthy attitude, in my opinion. Kind of spiteful, petty, pete, Tom Pete, but something like that, right? It's get out of that kind of a mode, right? So that's something where a step back might be kind of good for you, where it's like kind of get back in touch with your dreams and get back in touch with what you want, right? Rather than being like, I'm just doing it to spite people, you know, kind of someone told you couldn't do it and you're like, oh, the hell with you. And now that's kind of your focus is like, I'm just going to prove them wrong that I can make it. Not, I'm going after this because I really want to go after it, and the hell with the haters, right? So that's if you want to stay put. You can still be spiteful and do whatever you want, right? Live your life, dream your dream, right? I'm not here to stop you. This is just an option you could take. If you want to take a step forward, though, we have the Ace of Swords, which is a phenomenal card, especially if you want to take a step forward, because it is a card of starting something new, as all the aces are. It's the beginning of something, and the beginning of having a lot of success here. You have a crown on the sword, and the crown is like the king, the queen, right? The ruler, the boss, the person who's in charge, very authoritative, very mature, is kind of what you're heading towards if you want to take that step forward. It's also taking a step forward towards challenges, right? Taking a step forward towards overcoming those challenges as well, right? The hand is over top of the mountain, representing that you can overcome any challenge you face, right? It's not going to be easy, of course, because it is a challenge, right? That's what challenges are. But it's just saying, like, taking a step forward into that, taking a step forward into success, taking a step forward into becoming more mature and making the conscious effort to go after that, be more mature, being the ruler, be authoritative, be responsible for the actions and decisions and the rulings you make, right? So it could be like maybe you take a step back and be a little more idealistic here, be a little more like I'm the dreamer, I'm the person who kind of goes after what they want in that kind of a way, or you could stay put and be kind of petty and spiteful. Maybe you don't even realize you're being that way, and this kind of might have brought this to your attention. You're kind of being like, am I really just being a spiteful person, right? Maybe ask some people around you to kind of, if that kind of made you question things when I kind of mentioned that, maybe ask some of your friends or some people close to you, am I being like that? Honestly, and maybe you'll be surprised with the answers you get. But like I say, these are general readings, right? So you may not be behaving that way. You may still just feel out in the cold, though, and you might need to ask for help. But again, you can take a step forward into success and responsibility. So I feel like there are some options here. You could take a step back and be young and idealistic and kind of dreaming, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but you could take a step forward in maturity and kind of take a step forward into facing your challenges and facing up to things and kind of going towards the future here and going towards new lands and new things, right? And going towards maturity and such like that, growing up, more or less, right? You have the option here to kind of stay young, take a step back, stay young, or take a step forward and mature is what I'm really seeing here. And that's going to be different for everybody, of course, like what that entails for you. Obviously I can't specifically tell you who is watching this video at this moment what that entails. But just really, this is a major two things I'm seeing. Of course, you can stay where you're at and kind of be in kind of like the world's unfair and, people are cruel and stuff. Or like I say, you can take a step back and be a little more of a dreamer, take a step forward and be a little more mature. So thank you for being here, Gemini. I hope this has helped you out. Don't take any of what I've said personally, I hope. I hope you haven't. But I do hope that this has been resonating with you, that you are seeing these things, that you are helping you out and giving you some options at least. So thank you again for being here, Gemini. If you want to help out the channel, though, you can leave a like down below, hitting that thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You can share this video, of course. Check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos too after this one. Thank you again for being here, Gemini, and I hope to see you in the next video.